What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fourth and Goal Sports Show. I'm your host, Tyrus Filson. We got another live tonight, and we're going to be unpacking the NFL midseason topics. A lot of things going on right now. Big time teams in the NFC. Seattle, they're hot. Rams, they're on fire, looking like the best team in the NFL right now. Philly, they just took a dip this week, and I think you could write it off as just a divisional loss, but nah, I think Philly could possibly go down from here. Um, just because when you're at the top, the only way left to go is down. I mean, they won the Super Bowl last year. I don't think they're going to run it back. I said that, during the offseason. I'm going to stand on that. So we're going to see how it goes for Philly. It's not playoff time yet, but we're getting there, guys. We're really getting there. The season went by very, very fast. Um, it's getting exciting. As you guys come into the live, please be sure to like, comment, share, as well as subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow the Instagram page. Please do that as well. But we should have some guests rolling in. Some of my guys will be chopping it up today on the live. But I really want to get into the midseason topics of the NFL. A lot of talk going on, a lot of things going on. Not only that, I want to get to addressing the Buffalo Bills struggles. My man Kalani should be rolling in. He's a big Bills fan. We talking about the Buffalo Bills today and their struggles, as well as Shedeur Sanders' debut victory. Clap it up for Shedeur, man. Clap it up for Shedeur. Let's go. I've been a Shedeur fan since Jackson State. I mean, I can't help it. I got to root for Shedeur. I feel like most of us are rooting for Shedeur. Now, yes, I've had criticism in the past, which criticism, nobody's above criticism, nobody. But at the end of the day, people who know me, they know I've been a Shedeur fan. Like at Jackson State, I was a Shedeur fan. At Colorado, I was a Shedeur fan. And now for the Cleveland Browns, I'm a Shedeur fan. I'm rocking with Shedeur. I'm rooting for Shedeur. So to see him ball out and do what he did was very impressive. I'm excited for him. And we're going to see how he continues to grow as a quarterback in the rest of his rookie year. But before those guys roll in, I think something that really irked me, and it came to mind Thursday night. The Bills lost to the Texans. It's just unacceptable, guys. It's unacceptable. It's probably the worst loss they've had this season. You came into the game with the number one offense in the league, if I'm not mistaken. Top tier offense because of who? Josh Allen. You managed to score 19 points. That's it, 19. I get it. The Texans have an elite defense with stars. But at the end of the day, Davis Mills was in at quarterback, not C.J. Stroud. It was Davis Mills. So to lose that game, Buffalo should really be ashamed of the way that they played. The defense has been bad. We know that. The defense has been bad for a while. And the receiver core is a concern. The coaching is a concern. The defense is a concern. I personally feel like the Buffalo Bills, they're always going to be a Super Bowl contender with Josh Allen at quarterback. But at the same time, it's like this is a team game. And it's like year after year. And this goes not only for Josh Allen, but Patrick Mahomes too. I feel like both of them, those are pretty much the top two guys in the league. Why is it year after year the GMs fail to get them the help they need? Those are two unselfish guys. Are they getting paid boatloads of money, big time money that they deserve? Yes. But at the same time, when it comes to Josh, they have both proven they're unselfish guys. They need help. To me, the Bills GM has failed Josh Allen. And the reason I say that is because look at what he's out there balling out with. There's no reason Khalil Shakir should be your wide receiver 1 or 2. I respect Shakir. His game has been going up and up for years now. But it's like we got to be real. At some point, the Bills have to get Josh Allen some help. The O-line is atrocious. It's trash. Like it's terrible, the offensive line for the Bills. So when you look at what Josh Allen's doing with what he has, he's making the guys around him better. That's what great players do. At some point, the general manager has to lock in to not make any big time moves at the trade deadline. When you got teams like the Colts that are going all in, when you got teams like the Cowboys who go trade for Quentin Williams, for the Bills to not pretty much do nothing, it was disappointing. And it shows it's like, I get it. You have to balance the cap space. You have to do all this. You have to do all that. Yeah, you want to keep the chemistry of the team. Don't want to mess up the locker room. But the Bills have to make moves because Josh Allen is at his peak right now. He's at his prime right now. And they're doing him a disservice by not giving him the help he needs. Offensive line has to be a top priority. Wide receiver has to be a top priority. We can't sit here. We can't sit here and keep playing the same game every year. Every year, it's like, oh, we're just running back. Oh, we'll just run it back. Oh, we'll just run it back. What key difference makers are you guys getting for your team? Because, I mean, it's like the same crap. Josh Allen and Ed Oliver, they're carrying the Buffalo Bills. Let's keep it real. And maybe you want to add in Christian Benford. That's up to you. But Josh Allen, he's the key source for this team's success. He's doing what he can, but at the end of the day, he needs help because he's just the quarterback. He's just one player on the field. As important as a football player, as important as a quarterback is, they're just one football player on the field. You're going to need help. You know what I'm saying? It's a team game at the end of the day. But it's like, what can you do? What can you do? You know, when it comes to the Bills, at some point they gotta lock in. It's do or die. It's do or die because you've gone through this same repeat cycle, losing to the Chiefs so many times, not getting all the way to the big game, not getting to the Super Bowl. At some point, it has to stop. At some point, you have to stop the cycles, break the trends. And it's unfortunate because if we're being real about it, the Bills aren't getting the 1 seed in the AFC this year. They're not getting the 2 seed. So it's starting to get serious. It's starting to get more interesting as the weeks go on because I think anybody going into this season would have had the top 2 seeds, probably what? Chiefs, Baltimore, Chiefs, Bills. Or Bills, Baltimore. So you had those 3 teams in the mix, and they're not going to be the top 3 seeds. It's so unpredictable right now. Excuse me. It is so unpredictable right now. The AFC is wide open. The NFC is wide open. This is one of those years where it's like anybody who gets in the playoffs can have a chance to win it all. It's one of those years. And it's going to stay wide open, I feel like, under one condition. As long as the Chiefs don't get the 1 seed, which is pretty much a lock at this point, they're struggling. I know they got the win over the Colts. I predicted that as well. I picked them to win. They got the win OT. They're not getting the 1 seed, just not this year. We'll have to see if they even win the division. But 2 things, guys. The Chiefs aren't getting the 1 seed. The Eagles aren't getting the 1 seed. Hopefully. Hopefully they don't. Because if they do, it could be bad news. Those are two tough places to play football. You're playing playoff football at Arrowhead Stadium, you're pretty much cooked. But let's be real, you're cooked. In the cold, loud environment, Chiefs Kingdom, you might be cooked. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you're probably cooked. Let's go to Philly, Lincoln Financial Field with that crazy fan base. They're going to be loud. They're going to be amped up. It's cold. It's tough. You don't want to go to Philly. Nobody really wants to go through Philly. If the Philadelphia Eagles find a way to get the 1 seed, it could be wraps. It could really be wraps. And I said that on my last live. Guys, if Philly finds a way to go ahead and say, look, we got the 1 seed, it goes through us. It could be bad news, guys. It could be bad news just because of the fact that the Philadelphia Eagles are just so talented. They are a super team. They are elite. So Jalen Hurts fans, Eagles fans, when we say guys like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson would do numbers on that Eagles team, it's obvious. It's obvious because like Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. I give him respect. He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, Super Bowl MVP winner. Tell me Josh Allen wouldn't be a better fit. And I'm not talking about system and all that. When it comes to Josh Allen, I feel like he's one of the few quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback in the league, when it comes to fitting in multiple systems. He has the mobility. He has the size. He has the strength. He has the durability. He has the arm talent. He has all of that stuff. Tell me if you put Josh Allen on the Eagles right now, they would be undefeated. Let's just be real about it. But that just brings back to my point. That's not even bashing Jalen Hurts. That's not disrespecting Hurts at all. His role is very important for the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Not disrespecting him. He's a confident game manager. You know, he doesn't turn over the ball, takes care of what he needs to take care of. He's clutch in key moments. I can't deny that. But Josh Allen, his problem is Josh Allen, he simply does not have the help around him. He simply does not. The defense is abysmal, guys. To let up 23 points to Davis Mills, I know it's just 23, but you don't have that mindset. Just 23 points. That's a lot when you're facing a backup quarterback. It's embarrassing. You're not going to win playoff games like that. You're just not. The defense has to be better. And I know there's always injuries. You know, guys are always injured. Guys are always banged up. That's a part of football. You have to overcome adversity. The Buffalo Bills, they haven't got over that hump. They have not gotten over that hump. Every great player in all type of sports have that challenge of, oh, I got to get over this hump before I can reach the next level, just like a video game. Michael Jordan had to get through the Detroit Pistons before he could elevate to the next level. LeBron James had to go through the Boston Celtics before he could elevate to the next level. Josh Allen has to get through the Kansas City Chiefs to elevate to the next level. And I don't know if this season is going to be the season to finally get over the hump and get to the Super Bowl. I don't know. If they keep playing like this, I just don't know. But of course, playoff football is a whole nother beast. You know what I'm saying? A team could be struggling right now. As long as they get hot late and turn it on when it matters, that's when it really starts getting serious. You know what I'm saying? When the playoffs get here, that's when things really start turning up. So I can't really say too much about that. They're struggling right now, but hopefully the Bills can get it together. Let me pull up their schedule right quick to see what's coming up next. Excuse me. So the Steelers, they got the Steelers in Pittsburgh. I don't know if A-Rod will be back or not. Either way, I'm taking the Buffalo Bills. Then they got the Bengals. Give me the Bills. Patriots. Give me the Bills. You got to at least split with them. Come on now. The Patriots are a good team this year. They're not sweeping Buffalo. Sorry. Cleveland. Give me the Bills. Last game of the season. Eagles. Give me the Bills. Looking at how close it is right now in the AFC and NFC, I think that whole sit your starters last week of the season, that might not be the move this year. It might not be the move this year. And excuse me. So The Eagles are not the last game. I had to scroll down a little bit more. The Eagles, second to last game of the season in Buffalo. Give me the Buffalo Bills. Then you got the Jets at home. You could sit your starters, but I know you got to fight for it. You have to fight for every win. You got to fight for seeding. You have to fight for home field advantage. Whatever you can get, you go ahead and go get it. The AFC wild card race, very, very, very critical. Very, very, very tight. And considering that I have them winning all these games and winning out, the Bills could very well just win the division. I'm still confident they can win the division. I know the Patriots are doing good. I know they're doing good. But at the same time, I'm still confident in Josh Allen. I'm still confident in the Bills and what they can do, their ability as a team. You just got to regroup. Sean McDermott has to get these guys right, regroup. They need to get guys that are locked in and focused. And obviously, Keon Coleman has not been that for, as far as recently. That's why he didn't play last game. A little bit of a punishment for missing certain meetings and, just behavior that's not positive for a team that's trying to look for a championship this year and to win a Super Bowl. You can't have that. So, hey, I feel like Keon can get things right. Josh get things right. Everybody get on the same page. They can start getting it together, winning more football games. I do have the Buffalo Bills winning out. It's going to be tough, but it's possible. It's going to be tough, but we will see. And then another point, another point I got to make. We're talking about midseason. Let's talk about midseason. The MVP race right now, guys, man, it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. I think at number one this year for MVP, you kind of have to give it to Matthew Stafford. Unfortunately, the MVP has become a quarterback award, and that's just a part of it. But I can't lie, guys. Maybe before last night, I was going to take Jonathan Taylor, but MVP goes to Matthew Stafford, at least at this moment. We still have weeks to play. There's weeks going on after this week. There's still more and more football to be played. But Jonathan Taylor has been a dog. But Matthew Stafford, man, oh my gosh. I mean, last night watching that game, Matthew Stafford literally lit it up. He lit the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense up. You can make all the excuses. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers don't have good DBs. Their defense isn't that good. Whatever. It's football. It's NFL football. Oh, Baker got hurt. That's why it was a blowout. They were spanking them with or without Baker. They were spanking them before Baker got hurt. I don't want to hear the excuses. Literally, Matthew Stafford is playing like an MVP. He's last night against the Bucs. He literally was playing like prime Aaron Rodgers. I saw what I saw. He played like prime Aaron Rodgers out there. It was a beautiful game. The Rams are 9-2. They get the 34-7 victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. At this point, the Rams are the best team in the NFL right now. It's undisputed, no debate. Right here, right now, today, the Los Angeles Rams are the best team in the NFL. I mean, the defense has surprised me so much because for years they had they got a lot of flack for having such a young defense, not having the vets. They've developed those guys. They really have. Shout out to Cam Curl, former Washington Commander, former Washington football player. I'll say it if no one else will. Yeah, we should have kept Cam Curl. Now, the whole Emmanuel Forbes talk, there's Commanders fans out there saying we should have kept E. Forbes. Stop it. Please stop. Just stop it, please. He's playing good. He's playing solid. He's playing like, what a first-round pick should be playing like. He was selected first round to be what he's doing now. And honestly, he's still underperforming. When you select a guy first round, a DB, you're expecting star-type potential, especially what he did in college, interception machine. But that's not me discrediting Forbes. I want to give him his credit. I want to give him his flowers. Shout out to him. He's balling out. He's building a name for himself in a positive light rather than a negative than it was previously. But if you asking me, do I really care about the Rams having Forbes play well and the Commanders should have kept him? Stop it, please. Please stop. Recency bias is really killing a lot of you guys' critical thinking skills when it comes to sports. Recency bias is really, really killing a lot of people's critical thinking skills when it comes to sports. Cam Curl probably should have kept him. Forbes, I'm still completely fine with him not being on my roster. I'm completely fine with that. Respect to him, but nah. And maybe that's just my own personal choice because I never really felt like we should have drafted him. I felt like we should have got Christian Gonzalez, who's obviously balling out on a playoff team right now with the New England Patriots. He's been a Pro Bowler. He has a bright future. So yeah, I don't regret that at all. I still stand on what I said. We should have got Christian Gonzalez, but it is what it is. Shout out to Forbes. I really hope he improves and continues to build on the confidence that he already has. So we'll see. But the Rams defense got that flack for being young. Now we see the fruits of their labor. The Rams started off, hey, Aaron Donald's out the paint. We just gonna roll with the young guys. Now those young guys are developing. You see what good coaching staff does, like what a good coaching staff does, and a good head coach. They develop players. The Commanders have never really been known for that, developing guys, making the guys better. It's hard to do that. It is hard to develop guys, but the Rams are very good at that. You got to give them respect for that. Best team in the NFL currently. I mean, it's undisputed. You can't even argue it. You know, it's all a matter of time. We'll see how things work out. We'll see if they do get the number one seed in the NFC. I'm confident that they can, just because of the fact that like there is so much that they've pretty much accomplished so already. They've already pretty much locked up the NFC West, which I know that's a battle because of the Seahawks. Amazing. Because of the 49ers. Amazing. But guess what? I predicted the Rams would win the division before the season. I also predicted that they would be one of the top seeds in the division. If I'm not mistaken, I had them getting the 2 seed or the 3 seed in the NFC conference. So this isn't a surprise to me. The Rams, Matthew Stafford, I mean, he's going to do what he does. You know, he's a star. He's a star. And obviously Coach McVay. So they have a bright future. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do this season. But it's looking like MVP is Matthew Stafford, guys. Please definitely comment below who's your pick for MVP. I don't care about the whole, it has to be a quarterback thing. You could say Jackson Smith and Jigba. You can say JT. You can say, you can say whoever you want. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a QB. But let me hear your thoughts on that. Let me hear your MVP pick in the comment section. It's all a matter of time. We'll see. But one thing I can say for sure, you know, just getting to the midseason talk and the bye week talk when it comes to the Washington Commanders. It's been a tough season, guys. You know this. I've been keeping it blunt with the content. It's been a tough season. Commanders, they got a long way to go. They have a lot of adjustments they need to make. And I have finally come to that realization just due to the fact that like last year was just such a movie. You know what I'm saying? Such a movie. And when you're in a movie, you know, you get starstruck a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in that moment, you're just, wow, this is crazy. Like you're watching a movie, enjoying it. That movie's off this year. It's not a movie anymore. It's not even a TV show. It's just week after week, we're getting worse and worse. I get it. Jaden's hurt. You have significant injuries on the offense and the defense, even the special teams. But you can't let up. You have to keep putting that effort in. From what I've seen, the effort's not there. I've seen effort when I watched the New York Football Giants. I've seen effort when I seen the Cleveland Browns get the dub yesterday with Shedeur Sanders at quarterback. I've seen bad teams give effort the way that the Washington Commanders should be giving effort. I don't care if the season's lost. I don't care if you're not making the playoffs. You can lose games. Everybody loses. It's about how you lose that matters. And the way that they're playing right now is unacceptable. We need to make improvements. I get it. The season's pretty much lost, but make adjustments, guys. That's all you can do. Make adjustments. I think Joe Witt Jr. is canned. He's done. That's why Dan Quinn's taking over with play calling. So at the end of the season, Joe Witt's probably gone. We'll have to get a new DC. But the truth of the matter is, guys, we're not losing like this because of the fact that Jaden Daniels is out. We're not losing like this because of the fact that Terry McLaurin's out. We're not losing like this because of the fact that Luke McCaffrey's out. We're not losing like this because of the fact that Dorrance Armstrong is out. We're not losing because of the fact that all of this stuff is happening. Injuries, all of that. We're not losing because of that. We're losing because of the fact that the coaching staff, even before we had the next level injury stacking on stacking and stacking and stacking, we were still a bad football team. We were still badly coached. Did we have a chance to be a good football team? Yes, that chance is done. It's over right now. All of that is squashed. There's no point in bringing Jaden Daniels back. The season is a wash. It's wraps. For all the fans that are on the side of let's bring JD5 back, what's the point? What's the end goal there? What's the goal? To get him more reps? You can get more reps at home. You don't have to go on the football field to get reps. You don't have to go into the game to get reps. You can get reps at practice. You can get reps with the VR set now. Jaden Daniels uses that all the time. So bringing him back would be useless to me. Not saying that in-game reps don't matter because they're crucially important. What I'm basically saying is at this point in our season, there's no reason to do that. There's just not. There's no reason to go out of your way and say, 5, we're going to bring you back, even though you already have a hamstring injury, a knee injury. We know, and an arm injury to your left arm. We know that you've had these gruesome injuries, but we're going to bring you back. We're going to try to win a few games, you know what I'm saying? Sneak our way. Of course, in their locker room, they're probably like, we're going to sneak our way to the playoffs. Let's be real, guys. This is a 3-8 football team. And they might not win another game. Like we just have to be real about it at this. We have to be real. So that's how I feel, man. The Commanders, it's a wrap. We got to really rebuild. Get these old guys out the paint. Like, we got enough old guys in high positions in Washington. And relating to the football team, we don't need to model that after the political side either. We don't need to. So let's move in a different wave. Get the old guys out the paint. We need some younger guys on the team if we're gonna have some success next season. We got to trade people. We need to stack up on draft picks. We need to let guys walk, release people, cut them, trade them. It's rebuild mode because I'm so sick of the fact that the Philadelphia Eagles have a super team. It took them years to build it. They drafted well. They didn't draft well. They drafted amazing. Shout out to, Roseman and just the amazing work that he's done with the Eagles. So shout out to him. But at the end of the day, the Commanders can do that. Adam Peters can do that. If somebody else can do it, I know we can. That's the mindset I have for myself. That's the mindset I have for my team. If somebody else did it, I can do it. If somebody else did it, we can do it. So what's the problem, AP? AP, we got to get right. Next year, we got to get right because this roster right here, this season and last season, they're not built to win Super Bowls, which it's all a process. It's all a process, but we're going to see. But yeah, that's all for today, guys. I'm your host, Tyrus Wilson. This is the Fourth and Goal Sports Show. Peace.